The grand finale for the GOP convention. The president making his primetime pitch for a second term. Did his message stick the landing? The latest, we go to ABC's Terry Moran. Terry.
Lindsay, what a night. I think the most important thing I take away from it was the backdrop, the use of the White House as a political prop in a way no president could have imagined. Donald Trump doing it boldly and defiantly, and it looked great. The speech itself that he gave went on a long time, and he is an excellent communicator extemporaneously when he's riffing and kind of lacerating his opponents, reading the crowd, throwing out the red meat, reading a 75-minute kind of meandering speech off a teleprompter. That's not his strong suit. But that image, it reminded me, frankly, of other countries. At a presidential palace, not the White House, but at the presidential palace, walking down the balcony to receive the plaudits of his people. That's one of the things we haven't done before. It was new. And I think the White House was the fault line tonight in the country. There on the South Lawn, President Trump and his supporters, and outside the North Lawn on Pennsylvania Avenue and beyond, protesters stirred by the demands for racial justice and other issues in this country. This is an existential election for both sides, and you could see it there at the White House. Lindsay?
Thanks so much for that, Terry. And now to the highlights of the night. We go to ABC's Janae Norman.
I profoundly accept this nomination for President of the United States.
On the final night of his party's convention, the president made his case directly to the American people.
In a new term as president, we will again build the greatest economy in history. We will defend America against all threats and protect America against all dangers.
Introduced by his daughter and advisor, Ivanka.
Donald Trump came to Washington for one reason and one reason alone: to make America great again.
Trump went live from the South Lawn of the White House in front of nearly 1,900 people. No social distancing and minimal masks, insisting he's made America great again. From the economy.
Within 3 short years, we built the strongest economy in the history of the world.
To immigration.
Today, America's borders are more secure than ever before.
Trump pulling no punches.
This election will decide whether we save the American dream or whether we allow a socialist agenda to demolish our cherished destiny.
Especially against his Democratic opponent, Joe Biden.
Joe Biden is not a savior of America's soul. He is the destroyer of America's jobs. And if given the chance, he will be the destroyer of American greatness.
The speech capping off a week of warnings about what would happen to the country if Joe Biden wins.
It's almost like this election is shaping up to be church, work, and school versus rioting, looting, and vandalism.
Human sex drug traffickers should not be allowed to cross our border.
Biden has changed his principles so often, he no longer has any principles.
All week, the tone of the Republican convention emphasized law and order as a paramount issue.
We will have law and order on the streets of this country for every American of every race and creed and color. The hard truth is, you won't be safe in Joe Biden's America.
Biden, who had been laying low during the convention, emerged on cable TV to hit back.
The problem we have right now is we're in Donald Trump's America. And what's he doing? He's kept pouring gasoline on the fire. This happens to be Donald Trump's America. Donald Trump's America.
As unrest washed over the streets of Kenosha, Wisconsin after the police shooting of Jacob Blake, shot 7 times in the back by Officer Rustin Shesky. Investigators say Blake told authorities he had a knife, which was found on the floor of his car. Blake is now reported to be paralyzed. The president never mentioning Blake's name or the fight for racial justice, instead calling out the recent unrest in cities.
In the strongest possible terms, the Republican Party condemns the rioting, looting, arson, and violence we have seen in Democrat-run cities all, like Kenosha, Minneapolis, Portland, Chicago, and New York.
Shut it down!
The latest shooting of a black man by police officers further rattling the country during a summer marked by unrest. The NBA staging an unprecedented walkout during the playoffs, led by the Milwaukee Bucks. The season initially appeared to be in jeopardy as star LeBron James initially demanded to cancel all remaining games. He says this fight is personal.
Having two boys of my own and me being an African American in America, and to see what continues to happen with the police brutality towards my kind, it's very troubling.
The players did agree to continue playing as other sports leagues joined in their protest. The convention also coming amidst a slew of crises facing the country. Even as the coronavirus has killed more than 180,000 people, the president and his supporters attempting to paint the U.S. response as a success.
We are delivering life-saving therapies and will produce a vaccine before the end of the year, or maybe even sooner. We will defeat the virus, end the pandemic, and emerge stronger than ever before.
Trump touting his pre-pandemic economic record.
We enacted the largest package of financial relief in American history. Thanks to our Paycheck Protection Program, we have saved or supported more than 50 million American jobs. That's one of the reasons that we're advancing so rapidly with our economy.
Yet 16 million people are now unemployed. Small businesses are shuttering and millions of families are facing economic uncertainty. Still, the president's laser-focused message, America can only be great if he remains president.
And on November 3rd, we will make America safer. We will make America stronger. We will make America prouder. And we will make America greater than ever before.
Now, with the conventions wrapped up, Biden and Trump have 67 days to make their case to voters. The candidates will face off in the first presidential debate in just 4 weeks. For Nightline, I'm Janae Norman.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.